Hey guys, hope you all had a lovely Christmas and a good New Year, however you celebrated. Mine was pretty quiet, but I enjoyed it. Suggest, if you haven't already, go and grab a drink. I got my coffee, I'm definitely going to need it. I've got a pile here to go through. This isn't going to be a short video. So yeah, go grab a drink and we'll get started. Okay, I want to say first of all thank you for all my new subscribers. I said in my last video I wasn't sure how many subscribers I had. Over 150. I definitely remembered to look last night. The exact figure I can't remember. But yeah, thank you for everyone that's subscribed. Thank you for all my lovely comments and all the likes. On the comment front, I don't know if anybody else is noticing this, I'm not getting notifications for them. Getting a notification for another 1 or 2 comments, but it wasn't the fact that I got 1 notification that I saw I had 3 comments on my previous video. I don't know if anybody else is having that problem, and I've not had any comments recently that I've spotted. It did make me go back and look at my previous video just to check, and there was a comment there as well. So if I have missed a comment, I'm really sorry, but YouTube doesn't seem to be wanting to tell me I've got one. I do check when I remember to see if there is any comments that they haven't notified me about, but if I do miss a comment, I'm really sorry. Hopefully YouTube sorted it out and we're getting the notifications again, but I don't know. So yeah, apologies if I have missed one, especially if it's on an earlier video. I don't mean to, but I don't generally go back. And the only reason I go back to a video is if I want to go and reference something or find something out from one of my other ones. So yeah, what can I say? It's been very productive. I think it's been about a month since my last video. Just bear with me, it's not going well. Sorry about that. I seem to be all congested today. Hope I'm not coming down with something. I've got 3 finishes to show you. I've got new starts, I've got whips, I've got the rest of my Christmas advent. I think I picked it all up. I've got some Christmas presents that I got, a rack, some haul, and a magazine, and I'm also going to throw something else into all that when I get to that part. I won't say any more. If you watch that far, you'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my finishes, and then I can put these to one side because I've got a pile at the side of me. You'll remember that I was working on this last time. Well, it is now there. I'm getting all my reflection, and you can see my pile at the side of me. Yeah, I can't stop the glare because I'm having to have my light. My son's standing there. It's on. But yeah, never forget. And then we have the Armada design, Merry Christmas, on snowman fabric, and you're probably not going to be able to see, but I can in person. These snowflakes I ran some granite blending filament through, and it's just not going to show up because of all the glare. I didn't finish this till after Christmas because I was trying to get the Never Forget piece done and had some secret stitching. I had some FFOing to do, and I was meant to grab the pictures and I forgot from the free Christmas FFOs that I couldn't show in my video. If I remember, I'll show you them next time. If not, my memory's shot to pieces. And this was definitely a labour of love, and I'm so glad it is finished. My Christmas at home, so I think I was down here last time you saw. I finished the rest of the roof. I had all this rest of the chimney to finish, and all this side of the roof, and I'd started going up this side. But I am so glad that's finished. This took forever. I was gonna, because there was a dog originally charted in here, I was going to add him down here. No, when I'd finished the roof, I definitely had enough. I do write down how many days it takes me to stitch, and I have to say this one definitely took a fair while for me to stitch. I know that. It just seemed, as much as I loved the design, I did change out this block and this block. I recharted them somewhat. Each block is very heavy stitching, so these were meant to be done in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I got behind and with moving and that, but I am so glad it's done, and I've had this displayed and this can come down now. I had it left up until today when I was doing the video, same with my other one. So yeah. Oh, one other FFO, which is on my ornament tree. I'll show you my one from last year as well. Is, if you remember this, cookies and milk for Santa. Little Santa backing, a little Merry Christmas ribbon, and I forgot to date this, but inside this is my orts, not all of them because I couldn't fit them all in, but my orts for 2017 are all in there. That's what it's stuffed with. And then that's just been set on my ornament tree. That's what just reminded me, because I have a seasonal ornament tree which I need to do some more seasonal things for it. But yeah, really pleased with this, and this was my first time doing one from the machine, so it's not perfect. But yeah, it's just joined. But I love it. And then this one was one that I did by hand sewing, and the ribbon on it is not very well because I put it on after. But this was my very first ornament from last year. Looks like an 8, but it is a 6. There you go, 6. And Matt had some of my orts in because I only started sort of saving them. I didn't get properly back into stitching again until well after the summer of 2016, and I wasn't doing anywhere near the degree of what I have been doing. 2017 has been my real stitching year onwards, and a lot of new things in 2017, so yeah, this was my first one, and it just had I think it was a linen on the back, and it was not very well sewn on the ribbon, but it works. And in comparison, it's tiny. Okay, so that's those. I really do apologise today. Good job I had my coffee. Okay. First up, and these are going to be in no particular order of what I worked on. I'm just grabbing them. I really need to free check this fabric or do something with it because it's fraying like mad. Move that over. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Okay. This. Hold the fabric so it's not light showing through. There we go. The Bands of Variation Cell by Doreen Jones from Lakeside Needlecraft. Last time you saw this, I'd completed this top banner. I've worked on it and done the second banner. I wasn't sure about the second banner, but then when the third banner came out, I liked the way it looked, so I went with it rather than change it like lots of people have. And this third banner, which is where I've stopped and I think I got burnt out on it. That chart, I don't know if anybody else is having problems. I'm on to the second colour on it, which is stitching up easier than the first. Not for the fact that it was hard to stitch up. I struggled with the chart. I had to do it in short bursts looking at the chart. And as much as it is repetitive, I still had to keep looking back and double checking. Because it's not so much the second symbol, but this symbol for the main colour was like a circle, half coloured in, I think it was. It just sent my eyes, yeah, I don't know if anybody else had that problem that's stitching it. And I think I just got burnt out because of that chart. That is 2 full sessions on that and a little bit more. And I've still not finished. Whereas the other ones haven't even taken me 2 full sessions to do. I've looked at the next chart, that seems okay, but I won't start the next chart until I complete band 3, and I'm hoping to get band 3 finished for definite before the end of the month. I've got a few other bits and pieces coming up which I'll go into later on, but yeah, that third band was definitely thing. And this is being stitched on 32 count in Away with the Fairies from Fabric Flare, and I'm doing the DMC variegated thread in the pastels, which I'm really loving that colourway, and I'm loving my fabric with it, even if it is too wide. Okay, so that's whip number 1. Okay, number 2 is a new start since I last saw you. In Full Coverage Fanatics, they've got different challenges, and this is one of my Heaven and Earth designs that I wanted to get started this year. So this was started before this year, but it is Mini Smiles in My Cup. I'm trying to do this from my sofa because I sat on the floor last time and I got so uncomfortable. And I think that was part of the reason. It was Sandy that commented, I look sad. And I think part of that reason was I was really uncomfortable. and I wasn't planning on sitting on the floor, especially when this video was going to be a long one. What I do is I have these project wallets, and one of these has got chart in. For example, I have, without showing you that, the cover photo for a chart, and I print out all my key codes so that when if I use the chart on my iPad, when I'm looking back, I haven't got to scroll back up to find out what colour's what for each symbol. I've got them in here. I don't have to print the chart out. I've got all the colour codes in here with a picture. But like the one that I'm doing now, this is a bit awkward today. I have that, and then I have all my keys. The next page, tiny bit, and then it goes into my next chart. So as I was saying, Full Coverage Fanatics have got several different sales going on. One of them was the winter theme, so I chose this. It's got lots of white, wintry snow. It's penguins, and it's got ice. Yes, you could class as like iced coffee is summer, but ice cubes, cold, penguins. To me, it's working for winter. So what I'm doing, and I am behind on this, and I don't know how well this is going to show up. I'm behind. I haven't worked on this since Saturday's portion. Kind of thing. I'm doing roughly 100 stitches a day. I'm doing one strand of thread, and I'm doing it 2/1 10th stitch on 20 count magic guide. And I've got the first two, well, I've almost finished the second column on the first page, and then the third, and I think there's a tiny little bit of colour at the very end of the third, and then there's some colour comes in on the fourth column, sorry. So I should just keep going across the page, and I'm just feathering in, because I'm scared I'm going to get line marks and whatnot, because this is the only other height I've done. I could fit into my 10-inch hoop, so I could see the whole thing, and I could just go cross country, one colour at a time, on whatever part that I wanted to work on, or parts. This is one that I am going to have to go sort of column or rows, but I don't want to stick within those, because, like I said, I don't want marks, and while I'm just doing white, I can't exactly cross country so much with that, because it is a lot of white on there. Okay, my next one is Another New Start, and again, Heaven and Earth, and it is my biggest Heaven and Earth that I own. Punch of Colour Girls 4, and you're thinking, that's not very big. Well, to me, 20 pages when you've never done one this size is big. It's 368 by 380 stitch count, and because there's a lot of partial pages, I think that's what I'm struggling with at the minute, rather than it all being a full page. Again, I am behind on this one for my plan, which I'll go into. I think once I get into a proper full page, I'll be okay, because I'm loving working on the other, love working on my Wizard of Oz. But yeah, I started this for and I have actually printed the chart out for this one, and I've been highlighting because I need to keep track of my stitches. I started it on the 1st of January for full coverage fanatics group, and it's for the 1200 stitches a month challenge. Oh, that's if you're doing full crosses. I am doing mine on 25 count magic guide, and as you'll see, I haven't got very far. I haven't worked on this again since Saturday's portion. I've been really busy, to be honest, getting some shop stock and a couple of orders and things and sorted out, so I just haven't had that much stitching time, and I'll show you what I have been working on this week since, but that's my progress, and I'm doing that 2/1 10th stitch, and my diary that I'm keeping track, that is 612. I figured out if I do 100 half stitches, 10th stitch, a day, every day during the month, I'll get, because it's supposed to be 1200, so it's 2400 for me, but if I do 100 a day, I'll get plenty in for the month. I'm not too worried about catching up so much the few days that I've missed. I do want to catch up on my mini smiles and my cut, because that is only going to be out for the winter sale and other ones that I can fit it into. This one, providing I don't get burnt out and get fed up of working on it, I want to keep this going for my yearly by numbers sale and try and get 2,400 stitches in on this a month. Okay, next is, I haven't got a picture of what this will look like because it's another sale. Last time we saw this, it was a plain piece of fabric with, I think, a letter on it, with that letter there. Don't know quite how well this is going to show up, the fabric. It was that colour, and after stitching the frames up and the first block, I thought it looks too boring. So this is January's block. See if I can hold it better. This is Transfiguration. Yeah. Really simple block. I stitched that, and that is meant to be like that. I know I caught some dye in a couple of places on this because I dyed after the first block, but I'm not sure if I'm going to rip it out or just keep it and add some character to it. But I've stitched the first 3 frames and the first block since you last saw that, and sponged on some dye and whatnot over the top, and I'm stitching this on a 28 count, or is it 32? I think it might be 28 count. It's a linen, and it's a spyglass linen. It's got the orange stripe down the side. I haven't got the bag with the fabric original name on, and it is in my new bag that I made this week, and I lined mine with a purple fabric. Too much. And purple zip, and I love it. That was one of the new bags that I made this week. And I'll show you the other one and the other couple of bits when I get there. Okay. 2 more. No, maybe 3 more to show you. No, that's fine. 2 more. Okay, my next was, as most of you know, I'm doing weekend stitch alongs with Catherine from Needle Keep Emporium. I should say all my needle minders, I think, that I've shown already have come from Catherine. I'm doing stitch weekends. One weekend, which was our first one, is Soda Stitch Weekend. I have put that on my Instagram and hashtagged it. And then we've got a Mirabilia or similar coming up, Heaven and Earth, and Dragon Dreams. So I'll go into those projects. Well, I have shown them. I've only brought one of them out because I'm planning on working that this weekend. But you have seen my Heaven and Earth, and before I get into the Dragon Dreams, I'm hoping to have done another video. Don't count on it. If not, you'll see that when we get there. So my Soda Stitch was a new start, and we both are doing the Wizard of Oz. And this is my first ever Soda Stitch pattern. Never done one before. It's lovely to follow, nice and easy. And I really enjoyed working on this. And I have got most of the other fairy tale patterns, and I plan to do them all at some point. But this was my progress from Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, didn't think that was going to work. I've got the lion, part of Dorothy, going up towards the castle, part of where the dog is, some of the grass and some of the border. I've done the lion and finished backstitching him. Well, I did the lion, then I did the grass, then I did the backstitch because there was backstitch for his feet, and then I just wanted some nice easy stitching to finish off, so I carried up the border, which then I carried on with on Sunday, and then I went on and started doing Dorothy and that on Sunday, and I maybe finished the grass, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's 2 days progress, and I'm really pleased with that. And that's stitched on a piece of 28 count white Joblin, one of my preferred fabrics. So yeah, I've stitched that part of Dorothy, part of the border, all the grass, part of the dog, that bit there, part of the castle. I mean, this is easily a achievable to finish by the end of the year, no problem. If not get 2 done in that time, if I keep to my stitch weekends and have the same kind of time that I had this weekend to stitch on it. I was fortunate enough to have a good weekend stitch time this weekend. They're not all going to be like that. I don't plan on pulling this back out before I do my next sew to stitch weekend, which will be in February. It's sort of like the first full weekend. Without looking in my diary, I don't know the dates, but yeah, some months if I feel like I want to work on it, once I've got my sales and that out of the way, then I'll pick it up. Other than that, it'll just get the 2 days a month. It will all depend on what I've got on otherwise, and yeah, whatnot. Okay, and my last new start, and it will be my first finish of 2018, because I need to get this finished. Oh, I was going to show up. There we go. Birthday wishes. Front cover's ripped, so bear with me, but that one there. I'm not going to add the ribbon. It's just from the Ultimate Cross Stitch Cards, Volume 3, 2014. It's an older magazine. And I've been doing this around doing some of the shop stuff and whatnot in the evenings. And that's my progress. I've got to finish off with the other green over here and then backstitch it. There's a fair bit of backstitch on there, but yeah, that will be my first finish this year. That's a design by Susan Bates, and I won't have the finished piece because it's going to be a birthday card and I've got to get it off next week. So I was hoping to have it finished for today. Didn't happen. Okay, I'll quickly show you a couple of bits I've made and then I'll go into a couple of plans. So a couple of bits that I have made. I've just dropped part of what I need to show you. Not yet, but in a little while. So, okay, I made this cute little teddy bear bag. It's just lined with some strawberries. Not sure what project I'm putting in that yet, but I've got a popcorn chart I'm going to be starting this year, and Tatty Teddy, I say charts, the kits, so I'm sure one of those can go into there, not a problem. I made myself 2 grind guards. One in this cake, a teapot, sweet things basically, and another in this pretty floral. Really pleased with both of those. So I've got one for each of my frames, and they're not too wide because I hate them when they're too wide. I feel like I've not got a lot of stitching space. I have made some different bags for the shop. The teddy one is there. I made a couple of others that I didn't particularly call out for that bag myself. If I want one, I can make one. I've still got fabric, but I just made them for the shop for now. and this I made for the shop, and it's probably one of my favourite ones out of the lot. I made a batch of 10. It's a little ball catcher. Cute little polka dots inside. I think that's got to be one of my favourite ones that I made out of this batch this time. So I shall pop that back in its baggie. I'll do that after, and I can go back in my stockpile. Okay, plans. Yeah, I'll go into this. Okay, first off, as I'd already said, I've got my stitch weekends. Tomorrow I get to start this. My Real Games 1 by Mirabella. I've been so looking forward to starting this. It's my first ever Mirabilia design. Never done one. I've never done beading or chronic to this scale. In fact, I'd never used chronic at all until I did the blending filament. I've got the chronics and I thought I had the beads. And this is where I say, when I go back to a previous video, I had to go back and look. I'd bought a champagne even with in 32 count Murano from Sparklers. It is really pale. It's a cross between sort of, it's not a cream, but it's not antique white either. It'd be very neutral rather than going for white for it. And I got a new craft bag, and I was sorting out all my sales and weekend projects and things that I was definitely going to be working on right now. And I looked through, and I need all of those beads. Now, the only beads that I had bought were the Magnifica beads. And upon watching my video back, I bought these because these were the most expensive ones and I was going to get the rest. So I thought, oh yeah, I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots of beads. I'd got the chronic, but the beads, yes, I know I don't need the beads right now, but I want the project kitted before I start it so that I know that I've got it. So I was rummaging through. I've stolen these, I think from Cinderella, which depending on how many I use, I'm probably going to have to replace. I can steal one out of my Santa Mirabilia, and I had to order the rest. So they're in this pile, which is going down. So I'll get to them shortly. So yeah, starting that tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. I mean, not all Mirabilia designs are gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but not all of them are my taste. I think I like the Christmas in London and the Raven Queen. Haven't got those two yet. Maybe one day. Trying to just kit what I have got already. Same with like the lavender and lace patterns, some gorgeous ones, and it hasn't been till I've seen my other floss tubes, but I've sort of seen like real close-ups of Catherine's ladies that she's been doing. She's been doing the seasonal ones. I think she's finished this purple one. Spring lavender and lace. She started the Noel one, and they look absolutely gorgeous. So, providing they stay around, I think they are going to have to be ones that I get throughout the year. Don't know when I'll start them. But yeah, I do really like those, and I'm not always one for those designs, but yeah. Anyway, we're 41 minutes and I've still not got through this lot. Okay, my other plan, this one I am starting because the 15th is Work That Whip for Stitch Mania. I shall start this on the 16th. I don't know how well this is going to show. Don't know if I've shown this fabric before. Not showing great. It's one that I dyed myself. It's a 16 count Ada. It does look more cloudy blue than what it's showing up. And there's different colourants in it. This is for the Enjoy the Ride sale, which is a funfair themed sale by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and it starts on the 15th, and it's on the 15th of every month for 8 months. So that's all set to go. And my other one is my Into the Jungle sale, which I got the chart bought for me from my kids for Christmas. I'll get to the fabric when I get there because part of that was from Christmas, and as part of that I had to kit up. So it is in the pile. Okay, these are in no particular order. I did kind of bring it up earlier, but I'm just going to show them. Okay, the rest of my advent calendar from the lovely Catherine, and we have this gorgeous needle minder. How sparkly is that? I had some Thread Heaven. She knows I use that, especially when using DMC metallic. Another Krennic, and that is 024L. The Krennics that I've got were in my advent calendar, and the beads, and I'm going to show you the beads again because I'm not sure which ones I already had. She was kitting my Mirabella Cinderella up because we didn't realise that I needed beads for my Royal Games, otherwise she said she would have kitted that up for me. Never mind. I now have, between this and another friend, and I'll get through to that, I now have this fully kitted buying for fabric. I was missing some treasures which I purchased when I purchased the rest of my beads, which I'll show when I get there. But yeah, this is now all kitted, and Catherine's got exactly the same chart and she's kitted it all up. I'm going to start it about June, July. So the beads and all the chronics that I showed in my last video, they're all for this chart. Okay, she got me some Petite Treasure Braid PB01. A lovely gold colour, and I've never ever owned, used Petite Treasure Braid, and I've heard that this, out of DMC, Chronic and this, is the best to work with. Granted, there's a difference in price. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with this on something. I don't know what yet, but yeah, looking forward to that. And then I can't remember whether I showed either of these. One of them I know was, no, I got an ink pad and happy birthday stamp. Oh, there we go. Might help if I show you the other one. Happy birthday. Which that will come in really handy because half of my card making thing, well, I say half, probably about 75 to 80% of my card making stuff is in storage until I get moved again, which is different story altogether. So yeah, this I can now use and pop inside my card when I get that FFO'd. Okay, now the remaining beads, and I don't know if I've had to, I think the blue ones that I've already shown you were out of this, which I've got to replace. I'm pretty sure, I'll have to double check that one. We've got those four lovely beads. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, those four lovely beads. And they all go for my Cinderella. Excuse me, man. Not that you all needed to hear that, but I'm not going to pause the video because then I have to edit. So they were all in my advent calendar. So I have to put them back in my bag. It's marked up so I know what to watch. Because one thing I do want to invest in is a proper bead storage system. But yeah, the one that I want, I think it's about £40 on Amazon. Not going to happen yet. I'll see if I can get some Amazon vouchers for my birthday. Okay, then on the 25th, and the only reason I know it was the 25th is because this was Catherine's Christmas present to me. And inside here was Laura Corbett Raven. It's Bewitching Pixies by Laura Corbett. How gorgeous is that? I love that. It wouldn't have been one that I would have perhaps picked, but I absolutely love it. I'm really looking forward to doing that one. And it wasn't just the chart she got me, Nick. She got me the embellishment pack. And they've got 3 different colour beads in there. So yeah. Don't know when I'm going to start this, but yeah, Thank you, Catherine. I love it. Then my other Christmas present I got, well, presents from my friend Laura. She got me 4 packs. I'll show you 2 of the crystal treasures. There's 3 in each pack, and I needed 7 packs of these for Cinderella. So she got me 4 of those. She got me 2 spools of acrylic. One is 002V and one is 032C. And that white one, it's just not going to show. I can see it, but it's not going to show up. It's got like a metallic-y look into it, like a pearly look, not metallic. But that's just not going to show up, I can tell, because I haven't got natural lighting in here like I did at the other place. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, while I remember, part of my advent that I showed you last time had John James needles in. I'd never used them before, and I've been using them. Lovely. If I'm stitching holding my R&R frame in hand, or a hoop, or stitching in hand, not a problem. And it must be down to tension. If I put my frame on my Lowry, it doesn't matter what thread I'm using, because I've worked on it 2 different projects. I worked on my Bands of Variation, which again, same brand of thread but 2 different colours. So 2 different, well, it was happening on a couple of different colours on that, for the Bands of Variation. And it was happening on the white on my Mini Smiles in the Cup. My thread kept breaking, and I've never had that. Never. And 9 times out of 10, my needles come out of kits. That's where my needles are from. They're from different kits and that I've had. But yeah, this, I'm finding that my threads are breaking, and the only thing that was the same was John James needles. I've used other needles with my Lowry, not had a problem. I don't know if it's part of my tension, whether it's the needles, whether their eyes aren't so smooth inside, and where the thread, because of the tighter tension, the way that you're holding your stitching and you're bringing it through, and that is different. But I've never had a problem with my Lowry before and stitching on a frame until I use those needles. So if anybody that's used John James needles, I mean, I've heard so many good things about them, but if anybody's had the same experience or can shed any light, I mean, have I got a dodgy batch? Have others had the same problem? Can you let me know in the comments, because yeah, that's put me off using them. I love them, and they're the size that I've got, perfect for sort of my 32 count upwards and my 18 count. And when I'm stitching holding my frame, fine, I'll use them. But it's put me off using them with my Lowry. So yeah, if anybody's got any feedback on that you can help me with, then please let me know, because I don't want to waste them, and I will use them. That's just something that I found, and Catherine got me them as part of my Advent. She'd never used them before either. So yeah, if anybody can shed some light. Anyway, back to Laura's Christmas present. I got a pink ribbon kit. I'll come to that part in a moment. No, I won't. I'll go to that part. No, I won't. I got a Chromatic Alchemy Glacier fabric. That's showing up pretty. It's an opal. It's showing up pretty true to colour. I won't pull it completely out, but this fabric is gorgeous. It's a 28 count opal Brittany Lugana, and I was going to be ordering myself some of that after Christmas and that, but she beat me to it. Okay, she got me a piece of 28 count Away with the Fairies. I don't know if she cut this down or this was cut for her. Exactly the same piece that I'm doing my Banzer variation on, but a smaller piece. Love that fabric. And she got me a 32 count Pastel Hearts. These are Fabric Flare fabrics, by the way. Me. It's got Pastel Hearts in the background. Anybody that knows me knows that I love pastels and hearts or butterflies, things like that. So yeah, absolutely love those. Thank you, Laura. There is another piece of fabric, but I'll show you that in a moment after I've just gone through this next thing, because then that will take me into my haul. Okay, and then she got me DMC tin. This came from Lakeside, and it is filled with some goodies. Got some size 24 DMC needles inside. There, I'll show you what these are all for when I get some, because it's at the bottom. 6 skeins of DMC. This small piece of snowflake fabric. Small piece of even weave. I'm not sure what size that is, or what size that is. That looks like a 14, but that looks smaller than, I don't know, it could be 28 count. And then I presume this came in it as well, a white piece of Ada. That looks more like a 16, to be honest, that one. And there was some gold beads. There was a little wooden hoop and a little red one for like framing something smaller. There was a highlighter in here which I've nicked and I've been using to mark my Heaven and Earth chart. Little green highlighter. There was these 2 plastic canvases, little heart, little circle. I'm probably not going to stitch on these, but I'll maybe give them to my son to do something on. He can maybe stitch me a heart and do something on that. No, I don't know. There is this snowman ribbon. A mechanical pencil with a rubber on the end. I'll show you that in a moment. There's these embroidery scissors, which they got like a peace sign on them. Half a dozen random buttons. And then there is a needle minder with a snowflake. You can't get this tin anymore, it was a limited edition tin. And then this is designed by Doreen Jones, specifically for the tin, was a snowflake. I have seen this stitched up, it does look nice, but I won't be stitching it, and I have asked Laura prior to doing this video. You can't buy this chart, I don't know if it will become available or not, but is there anybody out there that would like to stitch this? It is 38 by 50 stitches. It uses 6 different DMC colours, which were the ones that I showed. I'm keeping everything that was in this tin, but this chart, if anybody wants it, I will do a giveaway on it. So if more than one person wants it, it's just a paper chart that's on the back. If anybody wants this chart, there's more than one, I'll do random.org. If there is just one, then it'll go to one. What I need you to do is, in the comments, just put, I don't know, I would like to stitch the snowflake. There. So, if you want to stitch this pattern, it's already folded, so it will just go in a small envelope like that, because it was folded to fit in the little tin. It just sat inside. So if there's anybody that wants this, it doesn't have to be UK, it can be anywhere. You need to be over 18, and I ask that you're a subscriber, please. Other than that, I'll post it out to wherever. So yeah, I would like to stitch the snowflake if you would like this pattern. And I will announce who's got that, if there's more than one, next video. Just put these back in here, otherwise I'm going to end up losing it all. So I will draw that next video, or by next video, and let you all know. Who's won that, whether that be one person or whether I had to draw it. Okay, in my other piece of fabric was this gorgeous piece of fabric flare. It's 14 count Ada in African Sunset. Look at that. And I know the piece that she bought was like double the size of this, so I've been cut down. But it is perfect size and perfect for my Into the Jungle sale from the Frosted Pumpkin. which I will be starting on the 18th for Stitch Mania New Year New Starts. And the reason I was waiting to show this fabric because it goes now into my haul, because I needed to buy 2 skins of Island Marauder. That's what's called for in the Frosted Pumpkin, other than DMC. And look how these pop on there. Even on the green, if they're in the green area, they don't blend in. And I've done a floss toss with all my threads, and everything should pop off this fabric. So yeah, how gorgeous is this Weeks Dye Works fabric? Weeks Dye Works thread, especially against the fabric. I did have some other Christmas goodies from Laura, some chocolate and some wax melts, both of which the chocolates are gone, the wax melts are in use, so yeah, they're not stitching, so I didn't bring those along. But yeah, thank you very much, Laura. I've loved all of it. Thank you. And I floss tossed on a couple of her fabrics for the Into the Jungle sale, and I was hoping that this would work. Once I saw that I had this, I didn't even know I had a piece of this coming. So yeah, that with my 2 weeks then are in my digger bag, ready for that this week. Okay, and because this also came out, although I haven't started the first one, because I bought the weeks from Arts and Designs. I think it's the cheapest place I found for Weeks Dye Works in the UK. Look what came out. It's part 2 of the Royal Games, and it needs chronic and it needs beads, but I haven't got to kit the beads up because I'm getting them from Catherine for my birthday. It's not till March, but I won't make the same mistake. So all I'll have to kit up is fabric and chronic. So yeah, even more looking forward to starting my first Mirabilia, because I want to do this one as well. So yeah, really looking forward to that, and I absolutely love this. And I don't know if there is any plans for them to bring the kings out. I know they're more like ladies and that they design. In fact, I don't think there's hardly any male ones that have been designed throughout any of these style designs. But I really hope that they bring the kings out. So guys, shall we get messaging Mirabilia Designs and let them know we want the kings? Because I think a set of 4, the kings and the queens, I'd love to stitch them all. I don't know about you guys. So shall we get messaging them, asking for the kings? Who knows, maybe the kings are on the plan. If anybody can shed some light on this. I know this only came out 15th of December, and Art and Designs had this in at the beginning of January. Once they opened back up, I think on the 3rd or 4th, they had this in. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So yeah, as soon as I saw that this was released, I knew that I would have to get this. And again, artsanddesigns.com, cheapest place I found for Mirabilia charts and that. Okay. Oh. And I've got a rack here and a magazine, and we're nearly done. Only 1 hour and 9 minutes. Okay, not very big haul this time from Catherine. Needle Keep Emporium, because I had 4 or 5 gift needle minders in this, and the bits that are in this box were what were left over from my other order that I was waiting to come in. Now this, and I'll take this out the packet, I've not used it yet, but I will be, because I've got beading to do. Not yet, but I have got beading to do, and I will be having that one on my Lowry. Okay, it's a needle minder, but sticky, so you can put your beads inside it, and when I can do this, that pulls out, so you can peel that out and put it back in. Peel it out, rinse it under water, and put it back in, get any dirt off it, and it'll be sticky still. Same with her speedy mat she does. But yeah, it's a needle minder. Put that on your project and put your beads on. I've just put all my beads away now. But yeah, basically your beads go on here. So you've got that on your attached, pretend this is your fabric, that's attached to your fabric. You can just put a few beads out on there. Get them. Saves having a bigger beading mat or something. These will actually be on your project. And she does these in different colours. And they're not very dear. I should go and find out. Bear with me. I know they were in a Etsy store. I'll link it down below, but just search Needle Keep Emporium. Yeah, she does a sticky bead button mat. Different colours. And they're only £1.25 plus postage. I have got one somewhere. Somewhere being the ultimate word. And then these little ones, because they've got to have the magnet and be cut and have the actual thing for them to go in, I think. Should have brought this up beforehand. I could message her, but then my phone will go off. And I'm not sure if she's working or not. Here they are. They're £2. She does all those different colours. And then if I zoom this in, you can actually see the mats with some beads on. And yeah, and they've got the magnets on them, so they're good to go straight away. £2. I've seen them for a lot more elsewhere, that's for sure. So yeah, £2, really handy. So I will definitely be using mine on my memorabilia. Okay, then these are what I had on order, and these are my dragons. And not only have I got those, the dragons come out, and I've got 2 different ones. These just pop out. She says, okay. So you've got the heart and the dragon. So then you just get that, which is exactly the same back as that one, and it just clips back into place. And yeah, you can change your needle minder up. It's the same as my key that I've got, so I can switch and swap, and I can always have a new needle minder, but the same back. So yeah, they're from Needle Keep Emporium. So thank you, Catherine. Gorgeous as always. Okay, almost there. Okay, my order from so and so. Because they've had a sale on, and all the beads were at a decent price. Plus, I'm in the so and so collect club, so I get free postage. So this was, to me, was my cheapest option with discount. I got the other 3 treasures that I need, so I can put those in my Cinderella bag. The beads that I did need to order, we've got these black ones, these gorgeous greeny ones, some sort of like a bluey black, like a gunmetal colour. It's not silver, it's like a silvery blue maybe. Some pinky ones. Some other pinky ones. And some red ones. Well, some of these must have a lot less in the pack than others, because that is certainly fuller than that one. I hope I've got enough. I hope I've got enough of that one. There doesn't seem to be hardly any compared to the other colours. So yeah, they are the rest of my beads from my memorabilia. Oh, yes, we're running beads everywhere today. Didn't realise that she had these to send me because they're exactly the same as one that I've just ordered. She'd ordered these and then didn't use them in the end. I had one, I'll show you what I did win, and she put these in the packet as well. From Laura. I won one of the racks on one of our pages. These 2 beautiful beads. I actually one on the rack. Ooh, she's put masking tape on this. Let's try and get that off, because I've heard horror stories about that stuff. It's a 28 count even weave, and it's what I did my insect salon, the evergreen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I haven't pad this out. I'm gonna have to. Not right now. I'm going to try and peel that masking tape off after this video. Otherwise, that is going to not do the fabric any good, from what I've seen other people's. So you don't put masking tape on fabric. So thank you, Laura, for that rack. And she also, when I was sorting out, somehow I was short of a good dozen or more DMCs from my master set. I don't know how, I don't know where they've gone. Well, actually I do know where some are, but we can't find the tub that they were in. But where the rest are, I don't know. No idea. I pulled all my whips everywhere they could have been. I've got doubles, I've got triples of some. Can I find all my full master set? Nope. And I only bought the full master set beginning of last year. And I haven't used a full skein of anything other than 310. Yeah, getting low on some. Like the Christmas at home sale, some of those I replenished them beforehand anyway, because I knew they were going to use a lot. But yeah, so she came to my rescue and sent me, I think there was one colour that I did need in that, and she sent me a couple of her doubles, and I had to order some more DMC from Lakeside, because one of them I needed for my Haid, and prior to that I'd already ordered some DMC from the Evergreen Needle, I think it is. I'll find out and link it below, and they come already on bobbins, and they're in one of the bags under there because they're in my Harry Potter sale. I think it's near the top. Never mind. They come already on bobbins, and they were like penny cheaper, I think, or something like that. But it saves me bobbing them. Okay, one last thing, and then I'll let you all go. EOS Cross Stitch Crazy magazine came in, and it came with this designer chart book, and there was some metallic thread which I'm not quite sure what I've done with it. There's these perfect pets. Yeah. They're designed by Doreen Jones. And there's more than just what was showing there. Stylish Sayings by Emma Congdon, otherwise known as Stitch Radio. Again, there's more than what was shown there. Friendly Florals by Jenny Barton. And Bright Folk by Lucy Heaton. Some butterflies. So yeah, there's 50 charts in there. Really handy book with a few designs in there that I could stitch. Not that I've not got enough to stitch. Okay, so my Cross Stitch Crazy came in after my last video. And this is this is February 2008, issue 238. And I believe the next ones should be in by the end of the month. Yes, it came with these two. metallic thread things, which wherever I've put them, I know I haven't thrown them away, but wherever I'll use them. Okay, there's this gorgeous little bobbin bear, and this is a bobbin and stitch design. How cute is that? It was on the front cover and they've turned it into a pillow. So cute. There's a really quickly Victoria wood. If you can stitch that from that, good luck. There's 50 Las Vegas gift ideas by Doreen Jones. There's a design called China Blue by Leslie Terr. That's not my kind of thing, but I'm sure it's other people's. It's lovely. We've got Be More Unicorn. These little cards by Molly Johansson. Love Letters by Emma Congdon. There's Funky Fonts, Groovy 70 style Groovy alphabet, so there's A to Z by Fiona Baker, but they only show a snippet, the rest of it's all charts. Then there's Dress to Impress by Kate Maudsley. Meet the Designer. There's a chat to Dana Buffet. There's Box Clever by Cheryl McKinnon. There's 2, 4, 6 different designs in total on them. And it shows you how to make those. Challenge Lucy, which I can't show you because they're little charts. Pirate Party by Lucy Heaton. And issue. Okay, that's going to be the free gift. And these are the products. Oh, on sale from the 18th of January, so that's a week yesterday, so I should get mine maybe tomorrow, Monday. So yeah, I'll definitely have the next one to show you for next video, and hopefully the World of Cross Stitching should come in. I'm not sure when Cross Stitch is out in the shops because that's the only one that I'm not subscribed to. So as always, I'll do flip throughs tomorrow. That's the end of the video again. And that is everything. So thank you for anybody that's watched this long, an hour and a half long. I won't keep you much longer. Remember, if you want the snowflake chart, I would like to stitch snowflake. Just be over 18 and a subscriber. Other than that, it can be anywhere in the world. And I'll draw that in my next video. I'd like to say I'd do a next video within a couple of weeks, normally 2 weeks. But what I'm going to say is I should have my next video, because I don't know how things are going to go. Hopefully, I should have a video out before the end of the month. If not, roughly a month from now, so before Valentine's anyway. So we'll see. Don't quote me when I will be back. I did used to do them every couple of weeks, but things aren't quite so easy here. And it depends what I've got going on and how I'm feeling as well, health-wise. Because I just seem to be in constant flares at the moment. In fact, today's not quite so bad. I am dosed up on painkillers, but I'm not quite so bad on the pain level at the minute. Probably will be by the time I put this lot away. It took long enough to get it out. I swear it took over an hour to prep this video. That's without putting it all away. And an hour and a half filming. And I don't edit, so if I edited, I don't know how long this video would actually take to do from start to finish. I haven't got that time. It's now 20 to 5 and I've got my food shop due between 5 and 7. My kid's due to be dropped back home anytime, about 5 o'clock. My son's got football till 4:30, 4:45, one or the other. He's usually back after 5 on a Friday, so Friday's a good filming day. So if I'm not having a great morning and whatnot, I've still got the afternoon and not got a rush to get it done before they get in. So yeah, that's me done. I hope you all get lots of stitching done. I've got lots of plans. I'm hoping to get lots of stitching done again and have lots to show you. But for now, I will leave it at that, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.